3, 2, 1. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm BZB.
Like, you just
I'm like, wait, did it start? I'm Adrian.
I'm Danae.
And this is But
Actually,
Decent.
the
The
podcast.
podcast. The podcast.
Yeah, what's up,
Yeah.
y'all? How y'all feeling?
Hola.
Hey, what up?
Hola. 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 I am here. I am present, and I'm excited about this episode. How are you,
Okay.
B? What's shaking in
doing
B world?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. It's the top of the year, 2025, and yeah, pretty good. What can I say?
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nah.
I'm okay. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about it and what y'all mad about.
What y'all mad about?
Okay.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
8, how are you?
Okay. I am here. I learned something this morning. The time is not gonna stop.
For sure.
I don't care what you gotta do. That clock gonna keep rolling. I was doing something this morning trying to help my sister, and I was like, that was just 20 minutes, and I still gotta get in the shower. Like, you know what I
Ain't
mean?
even
So,
started.
haven't even showered yet, let alone brush my damn toothuses. So
Not the
it's
toothless.
just like today, I was like, yeah, you gotta prioritize yourself with your time and not us.
And not saying that you getting ready is not important, but 20 minutes that's small in the span of life when we think
In the
about life.
morning. In the morning
Yeah.
too, though.
Yeah, that's a big thing. But I'm just saying, like you said, that 20 minutes passed, but 2 years passed, 4 years passed, and it'd be like that time be going anyway, whether you wanted it to go or not.
I agree. I feel like every minute counts in the morning.
Yeah.
Right.
B, I now feel bad for saying that good 20 minutes. Shut your punk ass up. 20 minutes ain't nothing.
So ultimately,
I do
don't help nobody.
What you talking about?
No, you're right.
But then, like you said tonight, in the morning is just, and especially with my hours and when I leave and shit, like I need to be on 294 at 5:40.
Yeah, in the morning. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Do you use Waze
I
to
like Waze.
estimate your time?
Okay. It's the same. It's the same.
No, yeah.
No, yeah, what?
I said no matter what, your commute is the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Unless I have to take the streets, and that's dependent if like the other day I went to the grocery store by my job and I didn't leave out till like 5, so the expressway was stupid. So Waze had me take the street.
5 a.m.
Actually, no, 5 p.m.
Oh,
yeah.
I was about to say, whew.
Yeah.
Right. What you think? It's Atlanta,
right?
Yeah. But now that I think about it, I made me take the street. It wasn't.
I stole my car, Jody,
because I never changed the setting. Okay, so I don't want to talk about that no more because I just got pissed off at Adrian. But yeah, hey, here we are.
We are.
Weekends. B, how was your weekend?
My weekend was really good. My wife went on a trip and she came back. We picked up on Saturday, and we were so glad to have her back. You are so loved. And you know what I was thinking? I was like, man, I'm glad that the whole house misses her. And it's not like when she came back, it wasn't like, oh yeah, it was cool. I mean, we didn't really notice that you was gone, but we're glad that you're back.
Yeah.
Like, because I know husbands like that. It's crazy. I'm like, do you even like your wife? That's crazy. Do you even like her? I don't know. I can't tell.
You need to step out of that, okay?
Yeah, that's the you have been. Let me tell you, the pot has been stirred. You've been stirred in the pot.
You need to step right on out. Yeah. Welcome back, Lindsay. Or wife. I'm sorry.
You are hilarious. The reason that we're laughing about this is because we had a whole meeting about not using people's names, and she's like, "I mean, wife."
Sorry.
This is the second time since that meeting.
I know, and it's been me. I'm the problem.
Meeting.
I'm the problem.
It's me.
It's hard.
Yeah. Adrian,
All
how was
right.
your
It
weekend?
is so my weekend, I actually went to something I did. Me and my cooster went to Copper Steel in Homewood. It's like a
Uh-huh.
bar. Like we went and because she wanted to have a party there, so we went to go like check it out and stuff. And it was really nice, really nice. Some random guy was sitting by us, and he was just like a nice conversation. Like it was really cool. So that was fun. So I did that. I think we should go everywhere, but I think that'd be a fun place.
I
And
need you to rewind because I need you to explain what
A coaster?
that acouster means.
Your
I'm
cousin
sorry.
sister?
Okay, so yes, that's exactly what it is. So my when I was growing up for a couple years, I lived with my uncle and my aunt, and so my uncle and I have two kids. And so we grew up biologically as cousins, but like as siblings. So me and her have this thing where I call her Cooster and she called me Brosen. So we sit at the
Bro.
place and they was like, the guy was like, "What'd you just call her?" I was like, that's our thing. That's our thing.
That's
So
it.
yeah, so we say that like Cooster and Brosen. So
I
that's
like
our
it.
thing. Hi Cooster. Yes, yes. So we did that. And then like I'm almost at the end of This Is Us. I have 3 episodes left and I have to finish.
Please, Lord, be
Because it
done.
takes such a
Oh
toll.
my God.
It takes
Well,
I know it does. But
you've been watching this for the last 28 episodes.
and I'd be like, okay,
Jesus.
so I'm about to watch another episode. And then 5 minutes in, I'm like, I can't take it. I just can't do it. So I don't. But I'm almost
Ah,
done with it. And so that was it for me my weekend. Just This Is Us and hung out with my sister and
that's a
Quick
lot of
thing.
feels. Go ahead.
That's a lot of feels. When I was watching Insecure, when I was watching it back, one of the rappers or something that was in the studio was like, "Nigga, hurry up and lay that track. I'm not trying to miss This Is Us later when it come on."
listen.
That's a good show.
It's so good.
I'm gonna just have
But
to take your word for it at this point. I'm not going to subject
No.
myself to that,
yeah.
It's
to them tears, Cass.
I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna make
Mm.
You
you.
have to. We have to. You need to.
Hey, how about you? How was your weekend?
Restful. I had a game on Saturday morning and then I came home because I had a game on Friday. So it was like back to back, tired than a mug. And I laid. And I am proud to report that after over a month, we won. Okay.
Okay,
Yay! Go
yeah,
Fight Queens! Go Fight Queens!
my
It's,
queen.
it's been a minute, but we won.
Good.
We back with the jump off. And then
Come on, play this
Sunday,
again, man.
I was home. I was home.
Okay.
I cleaned. I did like laundry on Saturday when I finally woke up from my nap, my extended nap. It was not supposed to be that long, but it ended up being just what I needed. And then Sunday, I did some cleaning
Okay.
and prepping for the week.
Okay. Would you
Yeah,
do you prep on Sunday? You meal prep on Sundays too, right?
I've been trying to. Yes.
Okay. I did it
Um,
on Thursday just because I was able to get a hood blessing, and we all know what that is. So the purple
mhm.
promise, we had a little
That's lit.
stain. You know, thank you to my cousin. And
You
so
had
Look,
the
I was able,
EBT.
listen, I was in the store with my nose up because I am better than all of y'all because I have loads of money. But
me in a tube? Absolutely not.
excuse you. But I meal prepped on Thursday just because of how it worked with me when I went to the grocery store. And then on Sunday, I only had to meal prep dinner. I know you can't because it's basketball season, but it
Mhm.
makes a difference. Going back to that
And
time.
see, I think that was Thursday night. I juiced because like I had made I don't know how much juice,
Okay.
like green juice, and then somebody be drinking it
Uh,
like it's just regular juice, and so I needed a refill.
You know that
And
brother got a
so
relationship with juice,
I,
and
what is it? What is it?
I
'Cause
don't know.
like
But when I was like, oh no, you need to you get him down now.
it
Like,
is.
yeah.
They are married. He is married to juice. Okay, no matter
Yeah,
what
yeah,
flavor,
locked in,
what
my
brand,
treacherous twin.
yeah.
forever. And so
Mhm.
I Thursday night I did some more juice and it felt off to me. I just was like, this is like it felt like so laborious. It like there was just so much to do, all the
Who?
cutting
It
up.
felt who?
It
Luther
felt
who?
Luther
like
what?
it was a labor.
Oh, laborious.
Laborious. Yeah.
Laborious.
Ooh,
Uh-huh.
boy, I
$10
thought
word right
did
there,
they go to
baby.
Thornwood? Did they go to Thornwood?
Whatever. Look at you naming names.
Naming
But
names again. Hey.
but anywho, yeah, I would always prefer to do my prepping on Sunday in all factions of life. Because I
Yeah.
don't really do much during the week. Which side note, that's when I knew it was time to leave my mama's house. Because I told her, like, girl, I'm not cleaning up during the week. I work. And she
You
said,
told who
well,
mama that?
man, and she said, well, it sounds like you need to go, huh?
It sounds like
Yeah,
you got a plan.
sis. Whatever. Segments. What y'all mad about? I
Before
am
we get into
mad.
that, we
Oh
need
yeah, my
everybody
bad.
to subscribe and like and share and continue to do these things so we could keep on making these episodes. All right.
For
What y'all
sure.
mad about? My
Yes.
Do
sister.
these things.
Yes.
Right. Mad.
Yes.
Mad. Currently mad.
Spill it.
Aches and pains. You know, as you get older, things just be hurting. Just out of the blue. Right? Like I
Come on, sister, testify.
I have a hip thing going on right now. And it ain't no joke. It's really no joke. Like, I don't even know. I do know. I caught myself trying to play basketball. Don't ask how it went. Don't we will not. However, it's been present ever since then. And I'm like, okay, is this what this is 30 years old is about? Because it ain't been right since.
How old again? How old again,
30
Queen?
30
Okay, cool. Got it.
Right. That old.
Like 30.
And I swear it just feel like it came out of nowhere. Right? Like I am moderately active. Right? Like I do not live a on my butt lifestyle. I do love to get horizontal like anybody else. But outside of when I'm planning to be horizontal, I'm moving. I'm on my feet. I'll be doing stuff. And that has just taken me down. Like we have a jacuzzi pool. And usually I'm not pool, jacuzzi tub. Usually I don't get in there because I hate cleaning it because it's just, a mess. I have been in that tub more in the last 2 weeks than I have since we've been living here for almost 3 years. Just because I just cannot get back right. I can't get back right. And like, I don't know. I mean, I don't go see a doctor. Like, they ain't gonna say nothing. Like, they just gonna be like, girl, you just should have did that. But I don't know what to do
let me
about it.
check with some people in some places to see what we could do about that, aka Dorian, because she always knows the
I was
answer
about
to
to
shit.
say.
She'd be like, all you gotta do is, so I'm gonna have to let her know.
And I got some exercises because somebody be knowing stuff about body movement and stuff, and he gave me some stuff, and it just will not. I mean, like up until I sat down in this chair, I am wincing and moaning, and not really able to get around in a very cute way. And it's bothersome.
It sounds like it. I'm sorry.
I don't want to have to go to Bengay or all of those old stanky because my kids be using it. What is it? It's like a spray that it smell like old people, whatever it is. It just smell like bones hurting. They be
It smell
spraying
like
it on
bones
their
hurting.
knees and stuff.
Smelling like bones hurt. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
And I just don't want to
So
smell
crazy.
like it, but I think I need it because
Yeah.
it ain't right getting old. But I don't want the alternative.
Hey,
I
right.
do want
Much
to
better
keep
than the
getting old.
alternative. Right.
But
Just spray some
can it not
Chanel on
hurt?
top of it. It'll be okay, I think.
I will knock out a room if I do that. That combo will
You
be
be coming through the front door. They be like, "This,
right.
I think
It'll
she
be
coming in."
like what we said last week, using bleach and ammonia will knock you out, kill you. It will.
Yep.
It
Y'all be
will.
quiet. I think I smell it. Yeah.
It smell
Yeah.
like yeah.
It smells
I'm
like
gonna
authority
just
coming.
I'm gonna ask the Lord to fix it this week. Fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it hurts. And I
Yeah.
don't want to hurt.
Do you know? I don't know if y'all know this about me, but when I was in 7th grade, I was running in gym, and my leg was hurting just out of nowhere, and we went to the hospital,
I know what it
and they were
is.
like, "We need to have surgery today, like today," and they put a nail in my hip. Yep.
I did know that. I remember you mentioning that. And
Yeah.
I really hope.
I don't
Ah,
know.
yeah. So, like, what happened when you go through the airport? Is it a thing?
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing.
I've
I
gotten
know, right?
stopped the last 2 times. And they said that it's because they have to like check my
where your nails
my
at?
hmm.
Where your nails at?
I don't even know that I had nail when my pelvis was crying. I don't know.
You
I
don't
don't
know
think
what you had because
I don't
that's
know. I
another
don't.
episode. That's
Yeah.
another episode for another
Yeah.
day.
It's another
He was like, I'm
episode.
gonna have to search you and do you want to have to go to the back? I said, I don't get you can do it right here because I'm ready to go.
All right, it's time to go. But yeah,
Yeah.
hips hurting, body aches. I don't like it. Lord, fix it.
Yeah.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Bow.
my segment for BZ offers wisdom.
How about?
One thing that I didn't know about, and shout out to, I think his name is Priggity Giggity on TikTok and RP TikTok. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not
can we
saying
I
do
that.
a
know that's another
funeral?
episode. That's another
It's not
Oh,
episode.
it's
I
not
shall
I
wear
don't
the crown. I can sing it.
I
well,
don't
crap.
believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
That's how they do in New Orleans when they have a funeral. We
Yeah.
need to have a second line for TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Get a little umbrella.
Right, exactly, the umbrella. So basically, anyway, he was talking about a different situation, but I really like the thing that he said at the end, and I'm gonna lead it with this: that oak trees are just so amazing. They can grow from 40 to 100 feet tall and 40 to 80 feet wide, and they usually take anywhere from like 20 to 100 years to grow. And it all started from an acorn. Everything necessary in the oak tree is already present in the acorn. That's my quote that I'm gonna give y'all today. Because sometimes we feel like we need more. You don't need more. You have it all in you. You like, man, I need to meet with this. You don't need to meet with nobody. Actually, you just need to keep on doing what you're doing.
Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
And
profound.
it's this quote about trees. The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So about that time passing, it's gonna pass anyway.
Oh,
So
dang. 100 years for a tree, like
yeah,
that's a
that's
long
why.
time.
That's why, like, I feel like in the 90s and stuff, that would be like a punchline for some TV shows. Like, we got to save the Amazon, we got to save the rainforest. But yeah, we kind of do though. We can't just be knocking down all these trees for what? Like, it took 100 years to grow.
100 years,
bruh.
Yeah, that's
wow.
So yeah, that's my BZ offers wisdom. You're
It's
great
all-
already. It's all in you. You just got to grow it. That's it. That's
It's
all
an
I need.
acorn.
Yes, that is received. That is received. I like that.
Acorn.
Mm-hmm.
Brother 8.
Yes. So, we're gonna have a conversation.
Just getting your conversations.
You should be. So no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Excuse me. So, this is episode number 28. And congratulations to us with being at episode number 28. And anyone that has had a conversation with me in any point of my life understands that I love the number 8. And so when I realized that it was my turn to produce the episode, I was like, oh, great. This is number 8. And I was like, oh, good. I'm just going to run with that. And since last week, I've just been like, okay, I can talk about this. I can talk about this. And I'm like, I want to talk about blah, blah, blah. And I want to talk about blah, blah, blah. And to your point, B, from the BZ Offers Wisdom segment, when you mentioned that it's already in you, like you don't have to do anything else. That's true on so many levels, and it blessed me because I realized that, like, and we had a conversation when we had our meeting, and I was saying like how I didn't want to show up kind of thing, or what I was feeling or whatever. And I realized that only happens when I go against what's in me. When I try to be something, or you know what I mean, or show up in a way, and it's just like, why, Adrian? Why? Like, and so what's in you. So what's in you, once you give it, it's going to give, like, because that's what you're supposed to do, because that's your thing. So I really, really appreciate that. All BZ Offers Wisdom, but especially that one for today, because that just really helped me, which helped me with the episode. So like I said, the number 8 is my favorite number, and it just shows up in a lot of different ways. Like both my parents were born in 68. I have 6. My mom has 7 children, my dad has 1. I have 6 sisters, and then with my bonus sister, I have 7 sisters. I'm sorry. I have 7 sisters and 1 brother. So there's the 8. I have my mom and her siblings, there's 5 of them. My dad and his siblings, there's 3 of them. So like 8 shows up a lot in my life. I mean, Danae, you were born at 8. Like, it's just,
I was 87.
Oh, you were 87. I'm sorry. I thought you were 88. Damn, I tweaked. My bad. I was about to see, I tried to bring you in it. Wasn't there?
That's okay.
but so 8 has shown up a lot in my life, and so I like to look up numbers, and like when I see stuff, just to kind of see what it means, and like especially if I'm like reading the Bible or something, and just like looking at numbers and that kind of thing. So with us being on episode number 28, I felt it was a good idea to just have a conversation about new beginnings, whereas biblically in the Bible, the number 8 represents new beginnings. For example, Jesus' tomb was found empty on the 8th day, which is the end of the Sabbath. So number 8, numerology, the number 8 is a symbol of balance, power, and abundance. It's also known as a power number, and represents the ability to achieve goals and maintain a powerful demeanor. The number 8 is associated with the infinity symbol, which represents the idea that everything has a purpose in life. People associated with the number 8 are said to be intelligent, focused, and successful in business and teaching. So I like to look up the number just to see it and how it shows up in a lot of different ways. And it was a whole thing where they were talking about what it means in Japan and all that stuff. So like 8, I think it's a really cool thing to just kind of look up numbers and just kind of give you some understanding on some things that's going on. So then, being that we were talking about new beginnings and things like that, think about, and this is just something, just a little nugget I want y'all to think about. Think about when your first cell phone, your very first cell phone.
I remember that vividly.
You did not. You knew at that point you made it. You were it. Yeah. You had a phone, and don't get unlimited. If you
that didn't come for a long time for you, girl. I got a lot of cussing out before unlimited. But
okay, but you remember that time, and y'all remember what that was like, and y'all remember like buying phone cases. Did y'all have signatures? Were y'all a signature
for your text message?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think everybody had them, but I really had.
You had what?
What was the signature?
I got in trouble because it was on Chappelle's show, and he was the black sheep, and he was playing the flute, and he was like shaped like a sheep or whatever. So then I put TRBS, and then my mom was like, "What that stand for?" And I was like, "The real black sheep." It's from a comedy thing or whatever. And she was like, "Son, that mean like a bad person in the family. That's not a good thing." I was like, "Oh, I didn't know it all."
I'm gonna make this my signature. But I was thinking about that, and like even with TV shows and stuff like that. So when we think about a new beginning, like there was a point in life where that was all that we knew. And like the text messaging, T9 and all that stuff, and just using a cell phone as an example, it just goes to show you that like shit be changing. It really be like as time goes on, like you even think about the internet. Remember like getting dial up, and you know what I mean, like or when we use those, I know we use those AOL things that would come in the mail for like
CDs,
what, yeah. So like you think about all of that. So then as we go through life, my whole goal for this episode is to just help us, me, my podcast mates, as well as our listeners, that we understand like new beginnings like should be weird, but if we stick with it, it's going to work out. So I just wanted to kind of touch on I want to share some stories where maybe a few celebrities had a new beginning. That maybe so I want to touch on that. I want to give a little information about different types of beginnings, and then I want to like I said, share some with the celebrities. Then I have a few tips that I found online that helps you with adjusting to a new beginning, because a lot of times I know for me, some new beginnings be ugly and I don't like them. And I don't want to do it.
Don't want
And
them.
most
I don't
times.
want it. I don't want it. But I saw
Keep
these.
it.
Yeah, keep it because I ain't got time. But I ran across these different points, so I think it's a good idea. So just so that when we walk away, we can say, you know what, we're going into a new beginning. That doesn't necessarily mean that we have to be start a new job or start a new person, but just like a new mindset, if you will, is the goal for me and this episode. So something one of the forms of beginnings is time-based beginnings. Time-based beginnings are when a symbol motivating date such as your birthday, the first day of spring, or New Year's Eve rolls around. Research shows that change efforts begin on these days succeed more often. So time-based beginnings, can you all think of a time, what's something that you planning, like because of the time-based beginning and it being a new year and new opportunities and let's talk about some things that you guys maybe have that you're planning now, that you have this new, you know what, I'm gonna do this and because according to research, like it's the time-based beginning, so that helps us. So we in a good space kind of thing. So let's talk about it. What's something, Danae, that you have that you're a goal that you have based on, at this point of the year or whatever?
Yeah, I am generally a like beginning of the month. I do my budget. I do my like just look ahead. I have a planner. The last 2 years I've kind of been um really using a planner and it helps me. But the big thing right now at the top of the year, I started dry January and also 75 soft.
Okay.
And I'm doing it. That's why my hip hurt. That's why my hip hurt now. But I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But I like, what was it called? Time-based?
Yeah, time-based beginnings.
Time-based beginning. I think that is we got a relationship, me and time-based beginnings, because I really am like, I hear people talk about people that's like, why can't you start now? Why can't you? I don't know. It's something psychologically with me that makes me feel like the first day of whatever is new is the right time to change, right? Or it's the right time to implement something. I don't know where or how, but like I am the person that in our office, like I walk around changing everybody's calendar, like on the first day of the month. Just like something happens to me around like a new space and time or a new unit of time.
So you get down with time-based beginnings.
I
And
do.
that's lit. I think we all do, I'm sure, at some point. But it's good to have the language for it. When I saw that, I was like, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So and good luck to you on this journey of 75 soft and dry January, and you would do well. And we're speaking healing for the hip because who got time for that?
Nobody
Oh,
got time for that.
not
Speak
me.
Yeah,
brown.
It
yeah. Who got
hurts.
Don't even
time
got
for
time for that.
that?
Mm-mm.
Exactly. What about you, B? What's something that a goal or something that you have that you realize, in this in lieu of the time based beginning type thing?
Starting in January, I really want to upload to YouTube for my own like personal YouTube channel, which I have been somewhat successful as far as like recording a couple videos. So I've edited them. I just need to upload them at this point and then just stay consistent. Because my view on YouTube a couple years ago is totally different than what it is now. And I feel like every first of the year, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get it. But the knowledge that I have now is so much more vast and expectations are a lot different, a lot more different. But
Yeah.
I want to start it at the top of the year though, because I saw a lot of creators, especially on like threads and stuff, that were like, I spent a year on this, and this is where I'm at now, and they absolutely killed it, absolutely smashed it, specifically in the tech space. So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be saying next year, last year I should have did that. I just want to
Mhm.
just, you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
Yep.
January for sure,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think for me, it's more so me asking me what's going on with me. That
Mm-hmm.
sounds like a lot of me's, but just like very introspective, like sitting with my feelings. Like, although that's been a thing that I've been doing, I feel like now I am putting myself in other people's shoes and just to kind of see it, from where they're coming from and just to try and understand and like how to love or whatever, which it can be exhausting sometimes because there's been a thing with someone
Yeah.
that's really important to me. But it's like a lot of the times it's the end of the conversation. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. Okay. But then I have to sit with that to say, okay, so what is it that why are they showing up? So then it allows me to give them and myself some grace on like how to deal with them because I'm like, okay, I get it. Like I
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
see it. This is just what I get. I'm not even hearing your story. This is just what I'm making from it. So that's been a big thing for me, just doing better with understanding how it may feel for somebody else, like how a situation feel for somebody else. So that's been a thing for me. And then with the top of the year, it's like because I'm gonna be by June or blah blah blah. So
Mm-hmm.
the time-based beginnings is a thing. Another form is event-based beginnings, and those are when a major change to your circumstances, such as having a baby or changing jobs, forces you into a new mindset and spurs you to a start fresh. With the change perspective, you can approach a challenge from new angles. Like, and I think it's safe to say we've all experienced that, and be
Mm-hmm.
especially with the babies, and then like the jobs. Because I remember, just from both of y'all, just based off relationship, but like Danae with the shift from your schools or whatever, like, and
Mm-hmm.
just how it was altogether different. So like that, and then even from that, they could say you changed, but it's not even a matter of you changing as much as it's just like it's different. I don't want no bye-byes. I don't want no
Mm-hmm.
bye-byes, but but event-based beginnings is a real thing. So I think it's good that we so for our listeners, and just to keep that, let that be a thing, so then you'll understand what's going on with you, because then you'll know that that's a thing. So then if you have a big event coming up, whether it's a marriage or a divorce or a baby or what have you, um it's a new beginning. It's all going to go back to us really really honing in on these new beginnings. Another one is location based beginnings, and that comes when you
Mm-hmm.
move, whether it's just across your home or across the whole country. These work because shaking up your physical surroundings disrupts. Is it ossified? Did I pronounce that right? Yeah. OSSIFAD. Ossified. Is that right? What's
I'm
it?
on. Sure.
Habits make a way for new ones to form. So like, change it. We all have gone on a vacation. What do we say? We just need to change your scenery. I need to breathe some new air. And then how many times have you gone on vacation and maybe something that you was like, I'm gonna start Have we noticed that? Because I can think of a time, even when my most recent trip, I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna start." Can y'all think of something where like you went on a trip and you was like, "Okay."
Or like what's an example of that though? I'm gonna start what?
So for me, when I went to Virginia, I something very small was just like the type of water. They had a different kind of spring water. So like when I left, like I know I know about that water because of Virginia. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. So just little thing, nothing too big, but just to the point of like you didn't realize it until you went to this place. Can y'all think of anything?
I think every time I go on a trip, I come back like a little bit different. Like it's something about seeing people. Like I don't know. This is just on my heart. Like all that's going on in California, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we are in the middle of the country, and it's completely different here. As a matter of fact, it's cold, wet, nasty, and all they need is a little bit of water, right? So like when you have perspective, like when you see other people life through other people's perspective, or you try to like identify with them, like that can open up you to like different possibilities. Like you might try something different, or you might just be a little bit more compassionate towards different circumstances or different kinds of people, right? So like international travel, you always like I think it was Chris Rock that had a joke about like when you on your way to the resort and it's like that messed up ride where you see like people just without means.
This is
And
their
you're just
everyday.
like, right, this day every day, and then you get over to your resort and it's like, okay, so they not fanning me quick enough, or like, where's my drink?
Right.
Meanwhile, you just have experienced a completely different situation. So like, if anything, travel does that for me, like where I can just see other things. And even like, again, like the example here is like, we live in a big country where there's always so many different like things that you can learn from just going to another state, or see how people live there, or like what's popular there, or like air quality is different in different places. Like you ever went somewhere and like it's like, ooh, I can't catch my breath. It's like Colorado, or like it's real humid, or like, you know, all kinds of different changes like that. It just, for me, it just opens my eyes to how vast the world is, and just how different everybody's experiences are.
Yeah, I agree. B, you got anything on it, or anything you want to share about that? Just with location based beginnings.
Yeah, I was just gonna kind of say the same thing, especially you go to like Jamaica, Bahamas, or something like that, and you just like, wow, this is really like their life, you know, every day. Or you be like, you be complaining like, I'm kind of like don't have enough money to go, you know, like do like a DoorDash or Uber Eats, so I got to go out. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's like, but that poor, and that poor is two totally different poors.
Like you got options.
Right. Right.
You got options.
Your biggest thing is having to get in the car, go to the restaurant, pay them, and then come back. But you know,
get in the car, leave your house, get in your car, go get
right,
right. Wow. Yeah, you got a car.
Yeah,
right.
Wow. Okay. So, I think I want to just touch on. It was a few celebrities that I looked up because I just want to really just. I've been thinking about this new beginning thing, and so like with some of the names that I've named, like I put myself to say, okay, if I was in this position, and then to only imagine what life would be like for them, and we're going to start the list with Oprah. Before becoming the media mogul we know today, Oprah Winfrey faced homelessness during her early career. Rising from poverty, she transformed herself into a globally influential figure, breaking barriers in the media industry and creating an empire with her own production company, Harpo Productions. Can you imagine that little Oprah that didn't know nothing more than being like, you know what I mean? Like being molested, or all the things that she shared, to becoming who we know of today. Like that's crazy. So then when you think about it, and it just to hope us, life can change in one day. And who is that? Is that Glorilla or something that said like I could be rich tomorrow or something like that? Like that's so. Is that her? Is that her?
That is her, but
First
that's
of all,
not what you say.
I want to say that you sound
How
like
it
a real
go?
uncle. You sound like a real uncle.
Wait, how it go?
Every day the sun don't shine. But that's why I love tomorrow.
Oh, so then I could be rich tomorrow. Doesn't maybe.
Amen.
Okay, amen, amen. But again, with that,
Words
with
from
these
Gloria
things, and
Hallelujah
just
Woods.
listen. And then we have the next one is Tyler Perry, and long before becoming a Hollywood powerhouse, Tyler Perry found himself living out of his car. What?
Yeah.
You
He
know,
damn near
sometimes
got a state, and he
right.
was once living out of his car. How it like, although the living out of the car part is insanely hard, I'm sure, but to see
Yeah.
you now, wow,
That's literally started from the bottom.
Now
literally,
we here.
Now we literally here.
yeah.
That's
Super here.
sometimes I think about that, like if it's like a time travel, like or a time travel scenario in my head. If we could look back and be like, and you see Tyler Perry in his car, like, and we know who he is, like, you Tyler Perry. He like, yeah. I
I
mean,
am.
that don't really mean nothing right
Right.
now.
I mean, that's what my ID says.
Right. That's what. But it's like you gonna be big one day. It's like, yeah, I don't really,
Yeah. It's
Like
like
they
the
had those
Christmas
moments.
the
Yeah, yeah,
Christmas
yeah, yeah,
episode of
yeah.
Martin. That's what it rap. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Dang.
Wow.
And especially them coming from nothing. Not it's not the part when they millionaires that I'll be like really like I don't know, curious about. It's the time where they was making like a couple $100,000 a year, because that will make your life totally different
Right.
versus
Right.
like $15 an hour. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So I'm like, man, what was that time like?
Like the jump from having nothing to making a
Ooh, can you
couple
imagine?
100,000
That's
versus
crazy.
the
That's a
jump
big
from
jump.
a few 100,000 to like once you get a certain amount of money, it's like, it's all the same.
It's all the time.
Yeah.
But that first jump is like, woo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nigga, we made
like
it.
You
like
mean to
real
tell me?
dependence or real, like I'm dependent on this, and I like you could get rid of that mindset of like lack,
But that's what do y'all remember when Cat Williams said, like, he is rich because if he don't have something, he can get it no matter what it is. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, that gotta be now it's Cat Williams, but I just
He
wanna know.
always been like that though. You
I
know
just
that
wanna
ain't something that
know.
happened when he became who we know as Cat
Right.
Williams. Like
Yeah.
some
But
people
I'm
just
saying
got
like
it.
the comfort in just knowing that you could get whatever
How do you get
versus like you making $15 an hour and you like, okay, so am I
Right.
gonna eat
Really
or am I gonna
rationing.
buy
Yeah.
gas or
Yeah.
am I going, like woo,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
different.
Very
different.
Wow. And even another one was Halle Berry, and she's an Academy Award winning actress, and she was homeless. Like she went through a thing. Like you think about like the piece. What y'all laughing at? Because I said Halle Berry, as if y'all don't know who she
Hallie,
was.
she just keep getting drugged through the mud. She is not good at picking men.
No.
Yeah, she's in the news right now. Like
Oh, see, I'm like, wait, what I missed? Okay, I didn't know she was in the news. I'm sorry. What happened?
and they just be taking her money. They just be taking her money. She be having to pay alimony, child support.
A lot of money during
Like
every
them
month.
not
A
even
lot of money.
the kids with her. Why she paying you child support? Because she never have her paperwork in order. Right?
Doggone.
That has to be what it is. Your paperwork just not in order, girl.
So she don't handle business.
She don't handle business.
She
And
don't
look at what it's getting her. Like
I would have got the first ex-husband lawyer. Like this lawyer ain't doing that. But that's what Steve Harvey said when he got divorced. I don't know which time, but he said, I think it was the last time, he stood up and clapped when it was all over. It's like, bravo. You did a number on me. Man, you did a number on me. You did your thing, Wayne. You did your thing.
And then you got to go on with life after that.
You took stuff I didn't even know I had. What?
No, for real. I'm sorry. Go back, Halle Berry.
That's the new beginning.
Start from the bottom.
No, it works because it all helps because it all goes back, and my thought process always goes back to the new beginning, because even with him standing up, and that's very, commendable, I guess. He also had a new beginning, and like it can be from going from that 100,000 to $15 album to hundreds of thousands, or you can go from like Steve Harvey having it and then being taken to the cleaners. So it's all about just perspectives or whatever. And so Lil' Kim, the Queen Bee, she again, another, like, homelessness is a thing, everybody, and that just that's a deep thing too, because ain't no peace like peace at home.
Your own home, yeah.
But you ain't got no home. All these people, they didn't have a home, and that's just. But like, look at them now. Look at them now, and like her father wasn't messing with her like Lil' Kim daddy, like put her out. So that's a whole.
I never thought about Lil' Kim having a daddy.
Imagine you don't. All you think about is Lil' Kim making a Sprite can disappear in her mouth.
Right, like Lil' Kim daddy. Wow.
Yeah.
We've never seen. I've never heard anybody reference Lil' Kim daddy,
and I still don't know if that's true.
Okay, sorry.
We'll see.
It be tripping me out when rappers have parents. I'm like, wow, you have a parent, 2-parent household, and so you rapping like that.
So and that's what you're talking about. Wow.
Right.
Huh.
But it's the new beginnings. And
so Kim was homeless before Biggie, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was before her career and everything, and her father put her out. Yep. She became a trailblazer in the rap industry, is how they described it. So
me.
Rapper and songwriter Kendrick Lamar, because y'all love.
In about a month from now, we're gonna be looking at the Super Bowl.
Yes. And when I ramped it, I said, "Oh, we got to see about K Dot," because apparently that was his name before he was Kendrick Lamar. I didn't. See, Janae, that's the part I don't like about it. That's when I call you a nasty wench, because I didn't know.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't follow him to the cleaners. Y'all know all. I don't know. But another thing, he was selling mixtapes, and Dr. Dre. It was Dr. Dre. Yeah, Dr. Dre discovered him. So like, think about that. Going from, what you doing today? I'm about to go to da-da-da, and then you meet Dr. Dre. Like, new beginnings. And so I shared all of those different testimonies, essentially, because it's just to encourage us that tomorrow can be different. And winter depression is a real thing. Winter depression shows up. She's bold, she's ugly, she's nasty. We don't like her. And so I want to help as much as I can for me, for us, and for our listeners, because we need to understand, even with new beginnings, when shit might not be shaking the way you want it to, just breathe. Just breathe and just remember. And you may not have a story like Oprah. That's not the purpose of me sharing that, but just to let you know, your story for what your purpose is can very well be tomorrow. And that's something I got to remind myself, because some days it's like, it could be that. And then some days it's like, listen, well, I'm gonna just go to sleep, because today I ain't got time. Ain't nothing happening today. But we have to just take a second and step back and breathe and just remember, so we hear it. And that if it can happen for them, it can also happen for you. So that's just something to think about. So, as we have these new beginnings, I have a few points that I want to share that help me, that I want to implement into my personal business, but I want to share with you, and that you can maybe find some use in it. So, the first one: let go of the past. Let go of old habits, beliefs, and relationships that are no longer serving you.
Yes.
Coming out the gate swinging. Like, let go of
Amen.
the past. And I don't know about you, but I know for me, a lot of stuff, a lot of decisions and way that whatever has been because of something that happened in the past, and I'm not letting that go yet. It's still some more mad in there. I want it. There's still some more hurt that I want to use that excuse. I want to use that V card, but let go of the past.
And I think too, I'm sorry if I could chime
No, go
in.
ahead. Absolutely.
You got to be able to forgive yourself too, because I think
Yeah.
sometimes a lot of people get
Mhm.
stuck in the like we are more prone to forgive other people than we are to forgive ourselves, right?
Mhm.
For
Mhm.
sure.
Or we'll hold on to something much longer, and it's like you ever been like had something and then you holding on to it, and then you ask somebody and they're like, "Girl, I ain't even think about that. Like, what you talking
Mhm.
about?"
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
At all.
I'm not even one. Like I haven't thought about it since.
Mhm.
And that could be just like, although it's a good punch, it's also like should be eye opening that like
Mhm. Yeah.
you are making something real big and it's so small. Like
Mhm.
and get over yourself
You've
and
carried it.
move on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What do you guys think about people that kind of hold on because they don't want to be callous and like because their whole thing is like I don't want to move on so fast that it actually affected somebody and I just moved on quickly, you know.
Well, I think there's power in just asking, right? So like
Communication is key. Yeah.
yeah, like if
Mhm.
I am feeling like it's time to move on, but I want to check the temp. Like, hey, are we good? Or
Mhm.
hey,
Mhm.
you want to talk a little bit about blah blah blah? And that's easier said than done. Trust me. Like,
Mhm.
I don't be doing it, but it's there. You're never stuck in the situation. You can
Mhm.
always like communicate your way out of it.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Mhm. You're never stuck. I like that. You're never stuck in a
Thanks.
situation. Something to think about. Damn. Okay. Okay. So let go of the past, and then the next one is reflect. Examine your values and goals and consider what you want to change. I heard a message by Pastor Sarah Jakes, and she was talking about it was along these lines, like with new beginnings, but she was talking about how in order to begin something new, something has to die, kind of thing. Like a version of you has to die or something if you want to get this new thing, type of thing. So then I was like, huh, so then that reflecting all goes with that because it's like maybe that's not working for me, and we gotta you don't nobody know it like you. Don't nobody
Mhm.
know it like you. Like you know what's not working for you. You can say, I probably shouldn't, or this probably not. Listen, listen,
Mhm.
listen. You know. So reflect. So we're gonna let go of the past. We're going to reflect, and the next one is create new goals. Set new goals for yourself and revisit them regularly. Like how often have we set a goal and like forgot about it? How many vision boards have we made? And you know what I mean, not went back to it or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I know I
A
have.
whole lot.
Yeah. So that's it.
Many.
So in our new beginnings, that's the thing we need to keep with. Create new goals, reflect, let go of the past, and take action. Make a plan and take steps to achieve your goals. Taking care
Yes.
of business. That is a thing for Danae is
Yeah.
taking care of business. And that's taking care of business. Take action, doing just that. So we're gonna let it go, we're gonna reflect, we're gonna create new goals, we're gonna take actions, and we're going to build new habits. We're gonna develop new habits that support your goals. So you're gonna set these goals and you're gonna put yourself in a position to get ready for these goals. You're gonna prepare yourself, surround yourself with those things. You're going to learn more about those different parts of that big goal that you have. So build some new habits. You can't do those things all the time. We gotta let it go. The
Mhm.
next one is surround yourself with good people. Spend time with people who support you. And I think that's something people need to really, it's like when you are around somebody that you just, you can talk about whatever, it feels good. Like that's valuable. I feel like we get a lot of people where you just talk just because and like small talk and all that silliness. But for people that you could be around, that's gonna be like, you know what? Your grandma got some VHS tapes. Okay, cool. All right, I know somebody like to, you know what I mean, to do those kinds of things. But like when you are in a space where you want everybody to win, so you want to be that good person, and you want to be surrounded by good people. So like that type of thing, and that was like a little shameless plug for B because he got 100 businesses, and so I just want people to know. But the
I got
next
a point about that too.
Oh yes, please.
I was gonna say this, but I saw on Twitter this therapist that I follow. She said I've had a lot of clients that thought they needed therapy when they just needed community. And I was like, wow. Because when they came in and they were talking about their problems and stuff, they were like, this is nice that you know what I'm saying, that you're coming in and you paying me basically, but you don't need therapy. You don't need
friends
therapy.
at?
Right. And wouldn't it be nice for people to show up for you like this and you didn't have to pay them?
Yeah, I think like I remember having that. I've been in therapy I started in 2020, and I feel like I got to a point, I'm still actively in it now, but I early on was like, am I just paying somebody to come and like vent to them? Like, or am I paying somebody to just provide a space for me to be able to just like say the things that maybe I'm ashamed to say, or I am not comfortable saying, or like I just don't have the balls to say out loud, whether it's to myself or to other people. Like,
yeah,
that's what I'm paying somebody for. But also, like, that should be something that you get through relationships with other people, like with people that you like, that's what friends kind of are. They should be, in my opinion. Like, there's lots of, you have different kinds of friends, but like if you can't like deal with your shit with a friend, then are they really a friend?
Are they really a friend? What about your friend?
But I think also you may have a season of that where you just need to, I need somebody with an unbiased opinion, and I can just come in here. Because then some people are a magnet for just stuff happening to them all the time, and they don't want to dump on their friends, all the time for that.
And I think too, I realized that, okay, yeah, I'm coming here to talk, but also like it ain't like you be trying to tell people your stuff. So like that was something that was uncovered through therapy, is like, yeah, you want to listen to ear, but you don't be talking. So like you not really, like, you can't get mad at what people aren't providing for you when you are not even given the opportunity for them to provide it.
Yes.
And
wow.
So yeah,
you want to listen in there, but you don't be talking. Listen,
you don't be talking.
You coming with some hot fire, Dylan.
Because you know what, that was
see you on Thursday, Dr. Michelle.
when other therapists were chiming in, they were like, the only reason that they know that they need community is because they came to therapy. They wouldn't have known that they needed the community had they. So it was still a reason for them coming, because they need to figure it out. But it's like, you need community though.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Where am I? Practice gratitude. Be thankful for what you have and the lessons you've learned. The lessons you've learned. That's the one. Like, being thankful for what you have, yes, you should, for sure. But to go through something, to have learned something that maybe been uncomfortable, but you can say, I wouldn't have learned it. I don't know about y'all, but I know for me, it'd be like, I wouldn't have learned it any other way. Like, some stuff I just kind of got it, and that's bad, I realize. But I wouldn't have learned it any other way if it didn't happen. if certain things didn't happen. So
You didn't believe fat meat was greasy.
that's it.
That's what we call it.
Yeah.
Or
And that.
I wouldn't have voluntarily say put me through this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but gratitude. Be grateful. Be thankful for what you have and the lessons you learned. The next one is to take a break. Take a break. Rest and regroup when needed.
My fave.
That is in your new
Right here with
in your new beginning. Take a break.
Yeah.
You don't have to grind all the time. Sometimes it's okay not to. You might not put your contacts on right away, Adrian. You might not. You gonna be if somebody FaceTime you, this how the phone be. If I FaceTime without contacts on, I'd be right up on it. But
don't even pick up. I'm gonna speak on behalf of all Black women that are listening to this.
Please
sit down. Sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down. Like that's enough. I can't tell you how many times I have felt guilty for getting horizontal. It's like, oh, I should be okay. I'm gonna fold these clothes. I'm gonna have some water boiling for this, and then I'm gonna try to clean the toilet real quick, and then I gotta call it. Sit down. That's enough. That just pause. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. Right? Like, of course, you are not don't be negligent to your children, right? Like, don't no call, no show on your job.
Right.
But don't force yourself up out of the bed when really, like, it ain't hurting nobody if you do it or don't. And like, rest is also not just physical. It's like, I'm just saying no right now because I don't want to do nothing but this. That is the same. But I just don't think, we over our time, but I could keep going. Like, I don't think that people are conditioned to rest anymore. Like, they just have to go and do, and like, if you ain't shit, right? Like, no, that's not really it's not really how it's supposed to go. At least you aren't gonna maximize your opportunities if you don't rest.
You're also being very responsible when you say no. Like, I can't do something because it's too much on your plate. Because when you say yes to something, they don't care what you had going on. Doesn't matter. You needed to get it done. You say yes, and you need to get it done.
You
know.
Yes.
Yeah.
You say yes.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like your yes means something, and all of the extra stuff around it. It's just like, are you going to produce?
Yeah.
That's all people care about.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't care what you got going on. I have 6 more. I can give them. We can come back to it. How y'all want to do this?
B, what you think?
Welcome to behind the scenes of Butt Action Season.
I say give them. 6.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. Roll.
Okay, cool. The next one is celebrate your progress. Acknowledge your achievements and celebrate your progress.
Yeah, that's really good.
Boom.
Yeah.
Celebrate your progress. And so far, I'll go back. Then the next one is find a mentor. Consider working with a coach or member to help you achieve your goals. For your new beginning, accept change is the next one. Be open to change and know that it can be good. Are y'all open to change?
In some
I'm open
aspects.
to change. Okay.
Yeah. I'm over 50% open to change.
Okay.
So that should stand for something.
That says a lot. That says a lot. So you open for change.
Yeah.
You open for change, Queen. Take chances. Take chances. Be willing to take. Oh, I can't see. Be willing to take calculated risks to achieve your goals. Take chances. And we talked about this, but create a vision board. Visualize your goals and what you want to achieve, and not just create it, but live by it. We have to do it. I remember it was a vision board party thing that was happening. Like, it used to be, everybody was having a vision board party. We got to keep them. We have to go back to them. And maybe we shouldn't. Maybe your vision goal wouldn't be. I mean, your vision board Don't make all your stuff to meet Beyonce. Maybe you can say, I want to start drinking water. Let's start there because then we can achieve some stuff. Yeah, because I'm probably gonna go to Blue Ivy birthday party. Are you?
Yeah. Being realistic. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. So, but create a vision board, and then the last one was refresh your space. Update your wardrobe or office to reflect your new beginnings. I think that's a good one. I believe that how you look is how you feel, or how you feel is how you look. How you look is
Yeah.
how you feel. Yeah, and I believe that. I mean, obviously, there's some people that can Kanye West things we about to cover up what's inside. But when you know that when you feeling good, and whether it's your space or clean, like the name when you said you clean up, like it's a different kind of feeling when you clean up your house. I
Mm-hmm.
believe when you clean up, like it'd be different. So like let's refresh our space and more so our thinking more than anything, because the whole purpose of this episode, I just wanted us to all be encouraged in a new beginning. And a new beginning, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It doesn't have to be a huge thing where you got to make all the bills. It's not about that, but it's just about a new beginning, whatever that is, whether that's relationships, whether that's managing money, whatever it is, like a new beginning. So we gave the tips, and if anybody missed them, if you just tuned in, because I don't know, I don't know how you would just tune in, but in case you missed them, I'll run them back. And these are just things to help you with new beginnings. So to let go of the past, reflect, create new goals, take action, build new habits, surround yourself with good people, practice gratitude, take a break, celebrate your progress, find a mentor, accept change, take chances, create a vision board, and refresh your space. And that is the new beginnings in what Adrian had and has the opportunity to share with our listeners and the rest of the world. Well, the rest of the world with our listeners. So that's
Thank
it.
you.
Yes, that's all I have on it. And I hope it was helpful, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed. And
Yeah, for sure.
please comment and let us know all the stuff we talked about. Any tips, if anything helped you, anything you want to. I'm willing if somebody be like, just want to talk about some stuff. If a point came up and you need somebody to talk to, community. Hey, I'm here. I'm here. I'm available. I'm available.
I love that.
Yes, for the new beginnings.
All right. Y'all ready to roll? Any final thoughts?
I just want to say with that mentor thing, I think that was really good. But also you have to just for people, you have to know that you have to create some type of sample size. Like you can't hide behind a mentor. Like some people feel like if I get a mentor, then everything will be like, all good and everything like that. And it very well may be, but a good mentor is going to push you to be like, okay, this is perfect, but what have you done? This is stuff that I've done. What have you done though, in order to
Mm-hmm.
get to the next level? You know what I'm saying? You actually you have to do, even with a mentor. A mentor going to push you, but you still have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the mentor doesn't allow you to bypass any of the steps. It's
A
just
good
like,
mentor.
yeah, like it's
Yeah.
just a partner that you're working
Yeah,
with.
yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
not doing
Who
it
has
for you.
foresight? Yeah,
Right.
this is a partner
Mm-hmm.
who has foresight and can see stuff that you can't see because of their expertise, whatever the case,
Yeah.
because they've been here before. But yeah, you still got to do it though.
Do the work.
That's
Yeah.
good, Bing. That's
Do the work.
good.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode.
Yeah.
Uh Great job, H. I'm hoping for new beginnings for us all. This
Yes.
podcast was a new beginning.
It
Yes.
was.
We 28 of them things in.
That's
We
28.
crazy.
rolling. Yes, yes.
28.
28 is
Love
crazy,
it.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
love it for us.
man.
Yes.
We did this 28 times. I'm here
That's
for
crazy.
it. I am here for it. Here's the
All
28 more.
right. Here's a 28. Cheers. My tea.
Cheers.
My water.
So, just in closing, prayers to all of the victims in LA.
Yes.
In California and the fires. If you are looking for resources or ways to donate, you can find them online. I personally, I don't want to speak bad against like the Red Cross and all of them, but sometimes it's better to give your resources directly to recipients. So look for some ways to donate if you have a little extra. And if you don't, then just send a prayer up or talk to your stars or rub your crystals or whatever you do for the people over on the West. But come on back, chill with us, be actually decent with us as we go through some new change.
Some new shit. We want to be new.
And we'll see y'all next week.
Peace out. Next week.